Hello, you accidentals! Don't live in here! Time again, yes, yet once again, we're Wwtube Season 5 Accidentals Global 40 Variant Game. Da-da-da-dun. We just completed 2 rounds of war. And introducing the bad guy's Axis. Boo! It'll be Enderman 103 as Germany. LT as Japan, man. And Corporal Clegg as the hapless Italians. You'll see why. And introducing the good guy, yay! It's Fileto 51 as America, the Warden as UK, Europe, PROZACH as the Russians, as Ivan, I show you, created by Larry Harris. And finally, me, no limit, as the fecal matter, the Far East Command. And like I said, we completed 2 rounds of war. Dun-dun-dun-dun. Let me see here. Let's start with our house rules of China going first. Starting out the war. Let's see what China did. Well, China took back their Kwang Sea, but of course Japan took it right back. But more on that later. And they had to build them Shikwan, but no longer. Oh, baby. Took Chikar, but they lost that too. Opay as well. They lost their Quichao as well. So, but they're collecting 18. They still hold the Burma Road. Dun-dun-dun-dun. And let's see what they lost here. Yeah, well, let's see. In round 2, they lost 14 infantry and 3 artilleries. So they've lost 54 in IPC total losses in this round. To put them at 69 yuans in IPC losses. There's a lot for China at this time. So, let's see. Enderman didn't make any battle moves or combats. So he's still holding at 137 marks in losses, but he lost nothing in this round 2. But did move stuff around. Building up in Germany. Oh, and into the Atlantic waters too. You buy an aircraft carrier, some tanks, some planes, about 6, I think around 6 transports as well. Out to sea, but I think he's lying. Preparing for you-know-what. Let's see if he does or not. Let's see if he chickens out like he chickened out in round 2 by not attacking that Navy that was in 96, which had also had a cruiser and transport at the time for the bridge, along with the French Navy there as well. He could have reached it, but no, he was too chicken. Pick up! But still instead, he spread himself around his eastern front, trying to protect that, and building up the Atlantic as well. We'll see. Let's see if he's brave enough for a sea lion. I doubt it. But he's collecting all kinds of cash. See, he's collecting about 10 in NOs. So I told about what? 10, 20, 4, 20, 30, 35, I think 37 in IPCs. But he did get he did roll for his technology. He got war bonds. I think he got about 2 or 3 out of that war bonds. So this chip right here indicates he has technology for the war bonds. And so he has 37 to spend next round. Spend it wise, Enderman. Spend it on flags. White flags. Let's see. Whose turn was it next? Let's see. It was PROZACH, but I had to take his turn for him because he's still in the vacay. And he'll be collecting 40 bucks. He's not at war yet, but he did move his. I did move his forces in Siberia into the Manchurian border, just a show of force. But since really Germany didn't go any further in the Eastern Front, the Russians thought they would go further into the Eastern Front because they're brave. So look at all that stuff. Oh, it's building all that stuff in East Poland. Building all kinds of mobile units of tanks. Impressive. Even bravely putting his cruiser in German waters. Also a sub into the Atlantic. We'll see what Germany does about that. They're too afraid to declare war on Stalin. Because he's back up. Well, let's see if he declares war in round 3. I doubt it. Let's see who would be next. Well, Japan. Yeah, lefties Japan. They did a lot. Let's see. They took back their Kwang Sea, destroying the remaining infantry and artillery that was in there. Took back Chahar, Hope, Kwichao, Hunan. And even did a big old air raid in Sichuan, which is why you see no units of China in there. But luckily, the Flying Tiger went to Shenxi because it saw that coming. All that aircraft, but I think this destroyed about 4 or 5 units in there, Sichuan, of grounders. They lost a plane, fighter themselves for Japan. Yeah, but let's see what do they built? They built themselves a naval base. And let's see what else. Consolidated their navy in that sea zone. Do navy up there in Tokyo Bay, and consolidating in Manchuria as well. But they still have a force in mid-Pacific. And let's see, they'll be collecting 20, 30, I think 42 in IPCs for next round. 10 women with IPCs because of that generous oil that been received by generous beneficial America. But I got a feeling Tojo's going to stab it in the back yet once again. Hear that, LT? LT stands for Lucky Tojo. Let's see. Well, let's see what they lost in this round here, though. And they lost about 8 troops, a tank, a couple artillery, and even that fighter as well. Let's see what. So they lost in round 2. They lost 48 in IPC. Total losses IPC wise, for a total of 64 for 2 rounds of in the war. 64 yens. It's even less than China, which is at 69. So let's see what the British did. WARDEN's British. Well, they had to build up against a possible sea lion. He bravely put his destroyer as a blocker in that season 110, and they built more stuff in there. I think about 25, 26 units all together in there. Transported a couple units in there as well. But they took back their Sudan away from the Italians. Da-da-da-da. Well, bravely only losing one, I believe only 1 troop. Get rid of that Italian force in Africa once and for all. Now they got Be concerned about that one up there, and they'll be done for Africa. Excellent, very good. They got pretty much all of Africa, except for that tiny bit there. Well, that'll be remedied next round, I believe. Let me see what they lost in this round. Well, they lost a destroyer against the Italian Navy and Air Force and a troop in Sudan. So they lost a 11 IPCs in round 2 to put them up to 211. They didn't lose much in round 2, but they're still way up there in the 200 mark. At 211 pounds, it's still pretty heavy. Leading by everybody by a mile in IPC losses. So let's go for our Cleggs. Italy. Yeah, well, the Air Force and submarine, they got rid of that blocker destroyer of Britain's. No losses to themselves. And of course, this enchanted Africa Corps force, over little force there, it took back Libya away from the Free French to get back their one IPC. Once again, they didn't. After taking Tobruk back from the British with no losses to themselves, they took back Libya as well with no losses to themselves. Well, those two lucky forces there, but that'll be remedied in round 3, I believe. Yeah, they built some units, just some grounder forces there. And not much else, but they'll be collecting 14 IPCs to spend next round. 13 IPCs, I believe. Probably 13. I may be wrong, but we'll just go with that. And so, let's see, what did they lose this round? Well, they did lose their transport, Zone 97, because they didn't want to scramble against the British Air Force that came in. So they lost that, and they lost 2 infantry and artillery into Sudan as well. So let's see what they lose this round. They lost 17 IPC losses in round 2 to put them up 152 in liras and IPC losses. Still pretty. I think it's even more than I think it's more than in Japan or even the Germans. So they lead the Axis in IPC losses at 152. They've been getting bombarded in 2 rounds because Enderman left them exposed. That chicken. Poor Clegg. Well. Anyway, let's see who's next. Oh yeah, the fecal matter, Far East Command of my forces. Well, I bravely built a transport out of Australia, put a blocker in 37, took some Frank Sumatra, give me some more IPCs. Also took with Ethiopia, because I can't even march into Persia, collecting 2 IPCs and even 2 freebie troops. But let's see, took Kiangsi away from the hated Japanese to help out the Chinese, and put a blocker in French Indochina. Took Siam, even put a little blocker in Yunnan because I'm brave. And my Air Force went to Kui Chau, 5 at the time. About 2 or 3 fires in a dive bomber against a lonesome infantry, but Lucky Tojo, LT, with his lonesome infantry, bombed down my fighter. But it was worth it. Took not only out his infantry, but his means of going to Szechuan by closing down the Burma Road, which you cannot do now. How you like me now, LT? So it was worth losing that fighter. I don't like it too much. So what do they? I'll be collecting 20, 30, 30, 30 my base pay, plus then 2 NOs, which of 10, which is 49 in IPCs. Warden reminded me that I get this NO since we're playing the Far East Command, so I take over that NO. So again, 10 in NO, so 49 to spend the next round. Impressive. Most impressive. I like it. Yeah, but I think the Japanese are going to cut me down to size next round, though. So I won't be collecting those 2 NOs next round. But I still have a lot to spend, so you better watch it, LT. You better be a very good Japanese man. Or else. So when I lose an hour, I lost like I said, I lost a fighter, so I lost 10 in this round because of that fighter, so it put me up to $13 for 2 rounds of battle. Ain't too bad. Well, I forgot to mention I did declare war on the Japanese because I'm brave, most brave. And let's see who's last. I believe French. And let's see what the French did. Yeah, they moved up their navy, so they're there and there. They did take Libya, but they lost it back to the Italians. So, well. And of course, they're bravely into London to help their buddies, the British, jolly old England, to maybe the X factor in holding on to London, maybe. I think so. So what did they lose? They only lost 3 in IPC. They had lost some infantry in Libya. We put them at 74 francs and losses in 2 rounds of battle. Still a lot more than the other forces. See, more than the effects, more than the Japanese, more than the Chinese, and probably others too. So for such a small nation, they lost a lot. But who cares? They're surrender monkeys anyway. So let me see. Anything else here? I think that's about it. Let's see, didn't I? Oh yeah, I forgot about America. Sorry about that. Sorry about that, Paleto. Forgot all about you. You know, he's not at war yet, but he'll be collecting 52. Spend next round. He bought 1 tech roll, but he missed on that. So he gets to play anniversary rolls. So you gets roll that in round 3. Like I say, he's not at war, but he's brave. He went to 102 with his brave warships and building up his navy in the Atlantic, pushing this naval force from the Pacific. Build another carrier. Build some bombers there as well, because he's brave. And of course, he went to Hawaiian water. And of course, my brave cruiser is helping him out in the defense of Hawaii. Da-da-da-da. So let's see what the Japanese do about that force. Not much. Har har hardy har har. And if I forgot you, Warden, you'll be collecting what? 33 in IPC. Let's hope you'll be able to spend the next round. Maybe you can. Maybe not. If you can, that's due to Enderman getting cold feet or losing for the Battle of London, maybe. Who knows? And he only got about around 60% chance of getting London. Those ain't great odds. I mean, the odds are in his favor, but they can go either way, actually. That's close to 50%. So let's see if Enderman gets cold feet. Let me see. I believe that'll be it, I believe. So stay tuned for round 3 of China. China already took their turn, so if you haven't seen that video, watch it. And Warden is taking care of China as well as jolly old England, and he did. So this landscape will be a little different. He made an orthodox move for China as well. Start with round 3. So watch that and see what he does. Yeah, I forgot he mentioned he collected 18 IPCs because he got the Burma Road open. So he's total of 18 to spend next round. So let's see what he does against the Japanese. I think he'll be brave. Like I said, he did an unorthodox move in round 3, so watch that and stay tuned. And brave Warden will be watching. So no limit out.